Hello guys, welcome back to another Drive and Chat unboxing. Adidas Yeezy Slide. Colorway is gray. Box is right here. And we're gonna do this real quick. Is the slides it dropped on the Adidas confirmed app about a couple weeks ago. So for this slide, what I did was I ordered one extra size. My normal size is 11, but I went ahead and ordered a 12 because I just didn't want to take that chance that it might not be true to size. You guys already know, Yeezy and Adidas is, marriage that ended up in divorce. So these things, I mean, they may not be making any more of these. That's part of the reason why I went ahead and, grabbed this. So right there, there's really no drama involved. You guys already know what's in here. It's the slide. There it is right there. It has the little, chopper type, jagged feel on the, soles. It's nice, feels nice and soft. Cushiony, right? So let me go ahead, put my, foot in. Oh, wow. Okay, actually, can you all see? This is one extra size. This is one extra size, ended up being my perfect size. So guys, I don't care what they tell y'all, go on ahead and make sure if you're gonna get these, just to play it safe, one extra size, size up one extra size, right? One extra size, get that out of the way. One extra size, you feel me? Right? So that's what we have, the Yeezys. The Yeezy Slides, gray, colorway. Y'all can see the, color of the gray. This is obviously black. My car is black, and there goes gray. So that'll give you an idea of, in terms of how dark it is or how not dark it is in comparison to black. So, I like it. You guys already know I'm not into really light colors, so it fits me perfectly. All right, so I'll see y'all in the car for the Drive and Chat. So welcome back to the channel. Another episode of Drive and Chat. And what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about energy, guys. I'm just talking about that energy on the inside of us. Everybody, each and every one of us has some kind of energy, and it's about how we handle it, how we control our energy. Does actually have a powerful impact on ultimately how we control and attract positivity and success and peace. Really, in reality, it's all about peace. Let's be frank. It's about peace at the end of the day, because you can experience all of the success in the world, but if you're not at peace, it's all for nothing. That's just the reality. That is one of my own values in life. And so with regards to that, in terms of energy, for me, it comes into consideration, obviously in many situations, but for me, mostly it boils down to two main situations. Number one is
situations where, due to disappointments or maybe conflict that you have experienced in life, and it's usually with somebody who is close, to you, you find yourself, sort of feeling down, and dark thoughts begin to sort of creep in, right? Dark thoughts, not necessarily something that's so horrible, but you're like, thoughts of revenge and things of those kind of thoughts. That's one area where I try to use the energy within me to work in my favor, and then twist that the situation from me having dark thoughts due to bad energy, and then flip my energy to a positive energy, and in essence transform the dark thoughts into positive thoughts, notwithstanding that I'm still in a situation where I'm disappointed for whatever reason. And so when I find myself feeling down and just beginning to sort of spiral into a little bit of dark thoughts,
in about 10 miles, take exit 41A on the left onto I-83
dark feelings and things of that nature. What I do is I just begin to think about positive thoughts, right? Even though I'm disappointed, I'm upset, I'm sad, but I'm like, you know what? I cannot allow myself to basically dwell in this dark situation. I have to. I can control my mindset. I can control my mind, and I begin to think about all of the positivity in my life, my wife, my children, my health. That health is wealth, guys. Number one. So, I have good health. I thank God. The fact that God in His infinite wisdom blessed me with grace to see the light of day. I thank God, right? There's more than enough positive thoughts, and if you continue to feed your mind with positive thoughts when you're in a situation where you're otherwise feeling bad energy, feeling down, feed your mind with positive thoughts. Remind yourself that you are a lot stronger mentally, because it's mind over body, right? So you just remind yourself that you are a lot stronger mentally than what you actually believe. And the reality is there's no limit to what your mental strength, what you can do, what you can think, right? There's imagination doesn't cost anything. It comes for free, and it's a priceless gift, right? It's a priceless gift. And so put that gift, it's a gift that keeps on giving. It never ends. It's like a well. It's a well of positivity that just never ends. And whenever you feel down, just know that there's somewhere you can go in there. Those of us that grew up in Africa back in the day, where we had little wells in the village, and you just what it was you had a rope and you tied it to a bucket. You threw that bucket all the way down to the well, and that's how you just scoop that water. And the well was so deep, and that water, but in real life, guess what? That well, at sometimes it does run dry, and then when it runs dry, then the family has to go and buy some more water, or if the well is linked to water from the rooftop. I'm just giving you a little bit of old school game back in Nigeria when I was a little kid. When that well was like linked, they had like little pipes linked to the roof, and then it a pipe to the well, so that, guess what? When it rained, then the rainfall, rainfall would be collected, and then diverted into the well. And believe it or not, guys, that's how we got most of the water that we use for our general basically general life, right? I mean, I don't know that we used it for drinking. I mean, I'm sure we had other things. But in any event, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. The point I'm trying to make is that in real life, right, even that well water runs dry. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. The well water runs dry from time to time. But what I'm trying to explain to y'all is that your own well of good energy, of positivity, that you have been spiritually blessed with, it never runs dry. It's unending. It's an unending well. You can always go back to that well and go and get a drink, and you're gonna feel good. You have to understand that, embrace that. Once you understand that and you can feel it and embrace it, then guess what? Now you know that you're in full control of your life, of your situation, regardless of the disappointments that will occur in life, because that's just life. It's ups and downs. No matter who you are, you're gonna always feel bad from time to time. But just have faith and know that you have an unending well, a priceless well that's been blessed, for you and and gifted to you by God, and that well is more than enough. That well is more than enough to make you feel whole and feel satisfied, and will ultimately assist you to pull yourself out of a situation when you're feeling down, when your energy is off, right? When that, we all know when our energy gets a little off, something happens, like energy gets off, you have to find a way to get that energy back on track, so you can be in control, and to continue to do the good deeds that our good Lord and God has put us on earth to do. And so that's point number one. Then point number two is linked to point number one, which is I use my ability to control my energy to increase and to control my motivation, right? So now, how does this work? Well, this works in that, again, find myself feeling bad, something happened, whatever, if somebody came,
in 2 miles, take exit 41A on the left onto I-83 north toward Camp Hill.
Okay, so, somebody came and entered into my space and made me feel bad, made me feel all sad, all, disappointed, or maybe there's something that I wanted to happen and didn't happen. The point being that I can either let that situation keep me down, or I can flip it and see it as my glass being half full, and use the situation to motivate me to basically double down on what my goals and my objectives ultimately are. That's what I'm saying. Don't allow bad situations to keep you down more than needed. It is, again, we're human beings. We're always going to get down. We're always going to feel sad. We're always going to feel disappointed from time to time. but just understand that you got that energy inside you. That energy is a powerful force, and you can use that force and say, you know what, it's my fault, right? Take some kind of responsibility over the situation positively, right? You know what, whatever. There's things that I have control over, and
Use the left lane to take exit 41A on the left onto I-83 North toward Camp Hill.
so there's things that I can take control over in my life, and I'm going to ultimately use my
5.2 miles to exit
energy.
onto Carlisle Pike and US 11.
I'm going to ultimately use my good energy to motivate myself to basically double down. I'm going to put my head down, right? I'm ultimately going to put my head down, and I'm going to double down on my goals and on my objectives. So whatever that means, all the way to the smallest step. Action plan. I go back to my action plan. All right, is there something? Is there something that? Sorry, guys. I go back to my action plan, and the question is there something that I could do better, right? Is there a way that ultimately I can tighten up on my action plan so that I can make sure that my objectives, my goals are actually achieved? And so rather than allowing myself to be miserable, right? I flip the energy and use it to motivate myself. And so ultimately it ends up being positivity again in my life, because it helps me to get better at my craft. It helps me to actually grow as a professional, and it helps me to actually become better ultimately, which is really the main goal, to become better as a person, right? Yeah, I mean, we can be the best professional.
Take the left 2 lanes.
We can be the best professional that we want to be, and so on and so forth. But if you're not, as a human being, ultimately at peace with yourself, and being at peace with yourself is just another way of saying, listen, on any given day, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be in the space of other people, and in any way, I'm going to I will bless them by just being positive around them, right? And ultimately, what you put out to the world comes back to you. If you put out positive energy to the world, it's going to come back to you multiple fold. You just have to. It's all about faith, right? Don't go and just start counting. It's just you have faith and believe that it is what it is, and that's what I do. So ultimately, I have my goals and my
In 2 miles, take exit
objectives.
3 onto Carlisle Pike and US 11.
Yeah, ultimately I have my goals and I have my objectives in life, and so what I do is I basically use that to ultimately improve myself, to sort of control my own destiny. So I lean back on my positive energy force, right? I lean back to it. I lean into it. Sometimes you find yourself and you feel like, okay, I'm beginning to drift away. I'm beginning to wander. Then I say, you know what? Let's lean back in. Let's lean back into our interior energy and concentrate and focus and focus on being the best person that I can be as a child of God, as a family person, as a professional in my work, as a community person, as a good member of my community, right? Just in general, just meeting people and just being positive, a positive force, energy force in the presence of
Use the right lane to
other
take
people.
exit 3 onto Carlisle
And
Pike
so,
and US 11.
ultimately, guys, that's how I use my energy. I take control of the energy within me to be the best version of myself and for humanity at
Take the
large.
exit.
Because ultimately, all this doesn't make any sense if we're not being positive for each other, because we don't live on this earth alone. There's over 7 billion of us,
At the next light,
and
turn
we're
right.
all different, and ultimately it's really for us to find ways to lift each other up as the best that we can. Guys, I hope that this makes some kind of sense to somebody. I mean, I
At the light,
know
use the right lane to turn
I
onto
know that
Carlisle Pike.
I've gone off a little bit, but I hope that ultimately,
Turn right.
even if it's just one person, that this video has been able to put a smile on your face.
In 3.7 miles, turn left.
Has been able to put a smile on your face, or probably and basically added a little bit of positivity to your life, or just a little bit of peace. Guys, peace is priceless. Do not underrate peace. I mean, as we are here chasing money, chasing relationships, and chasing everything, ultimately what we're all trying to find is peace, right? That sense of fulfillment comes with peace. And so if this video has added just a little bit of ounce in peace to your life, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and feel free to comment below. Just one worder of thank you will do, so I can keep on doing this drive and chat. Guys, take care. God bless you all, and have a nice day. Peace out.